Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Just a beautiful weekend. We're just going to give you a basic, 70s, sunshine, and enjoy it. That's your weekend, Cande.
I'm fine with that. Sounds great.
Yeah, you'll be able to get outside, and even if you don't have anything specific planned, barbecue some burgers, get out there, enjoy.
Well, you have a very busy weekend. You've got
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. You've got
Yes.
Barbecue Tom.
Mm.
You've got, don't tell me, let me think.
Dublin Deck
Dublin
Monday.
Deck, that's the one. 3 days. You're going to be busy.
Gonna be a good one. But we can get to all that. We have all morning to discuss all things. How was your evening, Cande?
Quiet. Brian is coming back tonight. He was away, and it was very quiet. Had a nice dinner, and really went to bed early, and everything was nice.
You had one of your frozen meals from the supermarket?
No, I made from Trader Joe's. I got lemon ricotta ravioli and made a lemon sauce with my fresh herbs in my garden. It was very good.
Oh, that's not the herbs are growing.
Yeah, a little
huh?
fresh. Yeah, a little fresh sage and Italian parsley. It was very nice.
That's a wonderful scene. I envisioned something fantastic with a little light music playing in the background, and dare I say, you broke out a half a glass of wine yesterday.
No wine.
You've been good,
I'm not drinking.
Cande.
I've been very good. I'm losing weight. I have not been drinking during the week. I might have a glass of wine tonight. Maybe not.
That's nice. Well,
Yeah.
The holiday weekend's upon us. I'm glad Brian is headed back.
Now, has Amy had enough rest that she can now discuss her trip?
Yeah, it's interesting. I was going to bring that up, as a matter of fact. I spent, not yesterday, because it was the day before. I spent on the phone with her yesterday. Me and you got into some other topics, so I never got around to it. But on Wednesday, we spent about an hour and a half on the phone.
Oh.
Yes, and I asked all sorts of questions. I was curious from start to finish, from the minute you got on the airplane to the minute you stepped on the ship, and so overall, she highly recommends a cruise to Alaska. She absolutely loved it. Some of the things that she might do differently. She was very happy that she flew in the day before. They went to Seattle, and instead of flying in the day of the cruise, she flew in the day before.
I understand that was smart.
Yeah, it relieves a lot of stress. You don't want to be flying in the same day that your ship leaves, Cande, with the way the airlines are lately.
Yeah. You never know.
Dicey at best. So that was fine. They got to tour some of Seattle. She said the ship was very nice. She did not, in her experience, she thought the specialty dining was great, but she didn't see that much of a difference between the specialty dining and the main dining room. She very much enjoyed the main dining room.
Very good.
They spent a lot of time on the balcony. They said they watched, took my
Balcony's
suggestion.
my favorite. That's all there is to it.
Love the balcony. You have to spend time there.
Have to.
Nobody went swimming, although it was unusually warm for that time of year. Nobody went swimming of my sister and her family. They didn't take advantage of
Little chilly.
Yeah, any of that. I guess she was saying the first day it was possible. After that, it was, I guess got a little chillier. She was on the Norwegian Encore, by the way, which she, she
What was her favorite part?
She hasn't been on a cruise in a long time, so I guess she doesn't have anything to compare it to. But she said, as far as she was concerned, ship was beautiful. It was big. She, and it's only a 4-year-old ship. I think her favorite part. She's the excursion person. She wanted to get off the ship. She actually thought there wasn't enough time to get off. She could have used more time off the ship, more time in port.
Ah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Where I'm looking for
Well, you didn't go to Alaska. You go in the Bahamas. You've been there 20,000 times.
No, I haven't been there 20,000 times, as a matter
All
of
right,
fact.
19,000.
Well, it doesn't,
whatever.
just in general, any vacation, I like to relax and take in the atmosphere. She wants to get off and do excursions. So that was her big thing. She said, we could have used a little more time in port, which I think everyone says, no matter where you travel to on a cruise ship, a lot of times, you find yourself, oh my God, like 7, 8 hours, 9 hours, and all of a sudden, you're running back to the ship. It's not as much time as you think. So, but overall, she had a great experience. Coming home was an issue because she didn't book her flights herself. So the company that booked the cruise along with the flights had her coming home late at night from Seattle. So she had all day to spend in Seattle, which was good. They went to the Space Needle. And
Yeah, I know they got a lot done.
Right. But if it was up to her, she would have got off the ship and had like a noon flight. Get out of there. Get home,
Right.
And maybe done a little more on the front end. But they had a good time. Overall, she recommends Alaska, says it was really nice. The kids had a great time. And now she's texting my parents about their, years ago when they did the New England fall foliage cruise up to Canada, New England and Canada. So I see her her brain is working at preparing maybe a New Jersey departure heading up to Canada, Candy. I could see that happen.
That would be nice. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's where her head's at. I'm still trying to get her to sail down to the Caribbean one day, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think,
I'm telling you, if I'm going to the Caribbean, I'm going to all-inclusive, and I'm staying on land.
Yeah, see, but that's your little phobia. People who don't go on cruises very often believe that you're going to be claustrophobic, you want to get off the ship. Candy, it is the most giant, humongous hotel on water.
I understand. It's just not my thing. I like to go to an all-inclusive. I like to do different things every day. I don't like to get off on an excursion with a bunch of other people. It's not my thing. I'm
guess
telling
what?
You what I like.
Guess what? I can do different things every day on my ship, and you don't have to get off. The best part of a cruise
I didn't. Some of the excursions we stayed on.
That's right. When you're in port and everyone gets off and you have the whole ship to yourself. So there you go. All right. Listen, I love all-inclusive resorts. I've been to a few. But yeah, this is where my head is at right now. Anyway, my sister had a good time. She recommends Alaska. But, Candy, you got to get yourself motivated to fly out to the West Coast if you're going to do this.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right. So get started. Go plan. Get started, would you? Come on, lady. Get out there.
Maybe I will, and maybe I won't.
Have the discussion with Brian over the weekend.
I will.
All right. We got a lot to get to. Our weekends ahead. Taylor Swift tomorrow. We got to discuss. We got a few things to get to there. Some articles about Memorial Day weekend and vacationing and things I found, Candy, we can discuss as well. Your next Bald and the Beautiful coming up at about 8:12. Got a beautiful weekend, low 70s and sunny basically every day. Let's hit the roads, My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.